Yo, what is up, YouTube family? We're playing some... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, God. Forgot to unmute it. I was doing some volume tests. There we go. Okay. Let's take it from the top. Yo, what is up, YouTube family? We're playing some Overwatch today, and it's the open beta, so let's do it. Okay, so I've been playing as this minigun-wielding robot called Bastion. And he is a complete badass. I'm not completely trusting of him. He acts all cute, he plays with birds and stuff like that, but he is such a beast with his weaponry that I honestly feel like he's the second coming of Skynet. I don't trust robots very much. But regardless, we're gonna throw down with some Overwatch. Welcome to the live stream, and it's gonna be a fun time. Let's do it. I'm really liking this robot though. Bastion is awesome. I don't know, he fits my game style perfectly. I've got a certain style of gameplay that I like in different types of heroes or different types of guns with different video games, and Bastion is a complete package. Not only can he heal himself, but he can also morph into a turret formation. And he's got a minigun! This thing is incredible. I mean, if you don't use it right, you will get blasted within seconds. But as long as you're a little cautious, this is extremely effective, and it really helps your team out by putting the pressure on the enemy. And this is his recon mode, where he just stomps around with a light minigun. I mean, this isn't a minigun, it's just a light machine gun, but it's pretty sweet too. Alright, let's get started. Oh, wow. It's very dangerous out there for me. As you can see, they took out a good chunk of my health instantaneously. I'm gonna go ahead and go to minigun formation mode and wait for some of these guys. Alright, I'm gonna move up just a little bit. You wanna be cautious, but obviously you don't wanna be too cautious. Nice! Alright, so far we've got 2 kills! Double kill! And we got a tricky guy up there. I don't trust like that, so I'm gonna fall back, heal myself a little bit. Now this is my self-healing. I could heal by the base, but whatever. It gives me a few points to do it manually. Still got this sniper up top. Yeah! Nice! Let's go ahead and reload real quick before the enemy spots us. We are providing an excellent service to our team members right now because they are being allowed to actually move up and move the payload forward. They say the best offense is a good defense, and I'm a firm believer in that. Now, every hero in Overwatch, if you guys are new to the game, they've got their own abilities. Think of it like Black Ops 3. You've got a bunch of different heroes, so to speak, in Black Ops 3, and they all have their own special abilities. Sparrow has her special ability, or Outrider, I should say. Outrider has her special ability, Sparrow. Prophet has his own special ability, and so on and so forth. Well, my special ability is to transform into a tank, which is really sweet, but it's mainly an AoE effect with his main blaster cannon, so I want to wait to transform into that tank until we're ready. It's kind of like a reverse Megatron. Although we can't, well actually, you know what? I was going to say we can't turn into a gun, but we can turn into a gun. We can turn into a sentry gun, so really, we are Megatron. Bastion is Megatron. Just another reason not to trust him. Okay, so we're lagging behind a little bit. I need to move up and push forward a little harder than I have been. But it looks like they're about to come out of that train. I'm just going to be ready for that.
Tactical visor activated.
Good narrow miss. I'm surprised they're not coming out of the train. I've honestly felt like they were gonna try and sneak up behind us. Well, if they're not gonna be doing that, I need to move up so I can continue to support my teammates. Oh, we almost had him! Nice! Still got it. I'd better fall back and get some health, though. We're almost down. Will you be streaming Uncharted 4? Well, actually, I just got my copy of Uncharted 4 today. And I'm not going to play too much of it because I want to experience most of the game like firsthand with you guys, but yes, I've got Uncharted and I only played for a few minutes. I can't really say anything about it, but it's really good. That's all I can say. It's really good. Oh man, looks spectacular. Looks every bit as good as the advertisements and the commercials and the trailers.
Heroes never die.
Naughty Dog is incredible. But I will be streaming that the 9th. Oh, crap. Ah! So hope you guys are excited about that as I am, because I am really hyped. Kind of sad that it's the last one in the series, but looks like it's going to be a fitting end. And I'm excited for what Naughty Dog has up their sleeves for the next game. Apparently, we're getting a new Spider-Man game from the developers of Infamous. It's not confirmed. I don't know if it's been officially confirmed. It's looking like it's pretty likely. Oh my god. Oh my god. 3 Widowmakers? That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. I do not like that. I do not like that, Sam. I am. No. No way. Thank you for the heals. We got our medic Mercy behind us healing us up. I appreciate the hell out of that. Thank you, Mercy. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. This is bad. This is all going south so fast. Where'd this guy go? I think he's over here, isn't he? What? Oh, some dastardly stuff happened over here. I do not like it. Still, that is a defeat. Honestly, Payload is not my best mode. I like a little team deathmatch myself. That gun is awesome. It's like a meat grinder of bullets. I guess you could also say... Oh, damn. Nice amount of damage. I guess you could also say he's like an organ grinder. You know, those little organ grinders, the dancing monkeys. It's like an organ grinder of death. That doesn't sound as badass as a meat grinder of death, but... it's accurate. Glad you're liking the game, Bradley. Don't worry if your friends don't like it, man. Different strokes for different folks. I never understood the... Well... I don't know what they call for video games. Obviously, you've got console fanboys. I guess you just call them fanboys all around, but I never liked the console wars. I don't know what they call it with video games, where people are trying to out-macho each other, being like, wait, hold on. Bastion's chosen. Alright, we gotta choose somebody else. Who am I going to choose? I think I'll just go with Reaper. I don't know. I don't know who I'm feeling today. I'm definitely feeling Bastion, so I'm gonna go back to him if his spot opens up, but... Wait, you know, we don't have any tank heroes. Maybe, well, we have a tank hero now. Could use a support hero, though. I haven't used Mercy a lot, but we do need a support hero, so I'm gonna give it a shot. It's a bit of a struggle. You want to play who you're good at playing, and whoever's play style fits you best, but you also want to fill any holes or gaps in your team. And eventually I'll master at least one character of every persuasion, whatever they may be, if they're for healing, if they're mainly for doling out damage, or if they're mainly for taking a bunch of damage, if they're a tank. Let's see, we got Resurrect, Revive Dead Teammates, that's our ultimate ability. Fly towards an ally. Okay, looks like we are good.
Damage increased.
So we can both increase the damage of our teammates and heal our teammates. Obviously, whichever one you should be doing in any given circumstance is up to your discretion. But let's do the best we can here. Who's your favorite specialist in Call of Duty? Outrider. Wait. No. It's not Outrider. It's close. Outrider is very close. She's a close second, but I have to say my favorite is Nanomachine, son! I love that guy. Can't remember his name. Bad with names. Especially when they don't have a lot of dialogue. Oh man, what was his name? I can't remember. Wait, Nomad, there we go. I just can't let it go, you know? If I'm trying to think of someone and I can't remember the name, I can't let it go until I get it right. Yeah, Nomad is a badass, and he is definitely my favorite. Yo, boosting that damage on Tracer. Nice! Good stuff. You know what? Mercy is awesome. I like playing as Mercy. But, yeah, like I was saying before, just to wrap up my little tangent before I started derailing, I never understood console wars, and I don't understand people being loyal to a piece of plastic and some software. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why? Be a fan of the industry. Be a fanboy of gaming, not of a specific game that's so narrow-minded. People never change. War never changes. Her attacks working well. I guess they're not attacks. Her abilities work extremely well, especially being able to... Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome, and it's really, really convenient. What have I missed? You're just in time, man. We just started the stream. Welcome. Is Bastion gone? Bastion's still here. Bastion's still here. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Crap. One of our boys went down. I should have been watching Hanzo. Oh, not good. Well, I'm gonna die myself. If I'm not careful. Gotta watch out for this Lúcio. Ah, just in time. I have a sliver of health left. Whoa! Nice! That's what it's about. Back up the team members. I really like the fact that we're not just healing them, we're also, like, boosting damage and stuff. That's pretty sweet. She's a very dynamic character. Wow, all the characters in this game are dynamic. Oh, crap. We got someone behind us. We got someone behind us. Oh, God. Or I'm dead. I am dead. I wonder if Widowmaker's gonna die. That's the person I was defending. I don't know. It did not tell me.
Now, where am I needed?
What is her ultimate ability? Her ultimate ability is to revive all of her dead teammates. So you want to make sure you use that when you've got a lot of dead teammates, or whenever it's going to be clutch. My ultimate ability is ready, so I really need to watch for that and look for the best opportunity to use it. It's taking a while for me to get back to my teammates. It's like my first time playing as Mercy. Well, technically it's the second time because I played as her once in our Let's Play All the Heroes live stream, which was not exactly the best idea, but it was a lot of fun. Looks like we have one dead teammate. Don't know if it's worth it yet. Don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Well, obviously it's not worth it anymore. Just gotta stay on top of this, man. So far, so good. Yeah, our teammates are not doing bad. I'm proud of you guys. Oh, I'm dead. Well, that's bad. I wonder if I could revive myself by using Q. Yeah, this is also on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Unfortunately, it's not cross-play, so you can't play with people on PlayStation 4 if you're on the Xbox One, or you can't play with PS4 people if you're on PC. It'd be nice if that was an option.
30 seconds.
Looks like a legendary Pokemon improved this game. At least I can understand why it's not an option to have PlayStation 4 compete with PC or Xbox One compete with PC, but it should definitely be Xbox One and PS4 crossplay available. Although that kind of weakens the argument of, well, what console am I going to buy? Because my friends own PS4s, but I want an Xbox One. Oh, most games are crossplay. Okay, so I can just buy any console I want. That doesn't work in the favor of gaming developer, well, console publishers, actually, not game developers. Game developers don't care. In fact, if anything, that's just going to help them. It's the manufacturers of consoles that wouldn't like that. Sony and Microsoft. I mean, they're still thinking about it. They're working toward it. But whether it's going to happen or not, I don't think it's gonna become mainstream. Honestly. I know that's a bit cynical, but at least not in the next 2 years. Hey, cool, we got a loot box. Let's see what's inside of that thing. You know what? I'm gonna stay in the lobby for now. I'll check after. I'm gonna lock in Bastion real quick. Nice. Nice. I love this bot. He might be Skynet. He might be HAL 9000 reincarnate. We don't know. But his minigun is awesome, and that's enough for me. Shoutouts are usually at the end of live stream. Someone said this is basically Doom 4. Yeah, it's Doom 4 and also the reboot of Pawn. No, but seriously, this is a good shooter, but it's nothing like Doom 4. I'm not saying Doom 4 is better, honestly. I think that you could definitely spend more hours in Overwatch. It's a deeper game, but then again, Doom also has a campaign. Doom's main selling point is not the multiplayer. Very excited about Doom's campaign, though. I really liked the latest campaign trailer. I think that was the launch trailer. But it was mainly campaign footage, and it was badass. We're still doing the Day of Doom, by the way. The Day of Doom is going to be where we play a bunch of old-school Doom games day before Doom comes out. Oh, 20 seconds left. The only thing I wish was that the prepare to attack timer was a little shorter. But honestly, if I was talking to people on mic, if I was actually coordinating strategies, then I guess it would, you know what, maybe it's good. It's good. It feels a little long when you're playing solo, but not when you're playing with other people, which is what you're supposed to be doing.
Capture objective A.
Attack commence. All right, let's see if we can capture objective A. Where are my teammates? We got a Widowmaker. I think we have a second Bastion. Yeah, we have 2 Bastions. That's okay. I'm gonna maintain my role as Bastion. We'll see if he sticks to it. Oh, we got someone behind us. There they are. Tracer. That's gonna be a problem for us. It doesn't look like she's dealt much damage to us, and she hasn't, but she can definitely surprise you. She's fast, and basically my nemesis right now. Because I can definitely not 1v1 Tracer. Hopefully Lúcio keeps continuing to pursue me. I saw him just a second ago, but I lost sight on him. Oh, well, we got some tanks. Oh, nice! No, he was charging me and we still got him. That was great. Well, we got 83 rounds left, so I'm not going to reload just yet. Oh, nice, nice, nice. So close to killing that guy. Honestly, I definitely should have reloaded my gun. That would have been smart. Move up a little bit, get a bit of a better vantage point. Nice, another kill on the soldier. Now, Bastion is a great defensive operator, but you want to be careful how you use him, because he is kind of squishy, especially when he's in turret mode. It takes a second or two of animation to run through before you can actually exit turret mode.
Enemy turret destroyed.
And you don't want to be a camper. You don't want to be too sedentary. Camping can work out for your team, but most of the time, it's not the best thing you could do. Nice. Our team's doing great so far. I should have gotten Lúcio. That was a mistake on my part. Well, time to reload. You can also reload just by exiting sentry formation, going back to recon, which is extremely useful. Okay, I need to heal up. Did not mean to go back to sentry mode. Alright, let's use that self-healing feature. Bastion is an awesome defensive hero. I don't even know if he's technically a defensive hero, but he's a one-man army. He can heal himself. He can deal awesome amounts of damage in his defensive formation. And his main weapon isn't that bad. It deals enough damage, that's for damn sure. Okay. Let's see if we spot any hostiles. Not yet. I'm gonna keep moving forward. Oh, enemy Bastion is dead. Oh, that's good. But I have a feeling they're gonna probably come pouring out of this maw soon. So I'm gonna exercise caution once again. Gotta keep pressing forward. Well, that looks ominous. Got a giant mecha. Big red square. I do not like that red square. It's a scary looking red square. Oh, nice! Did you see that? So we just took down a mech. But we did not take down the actual hero that was piloting the mech. She is very much alive. And if I want to be alive as well, I'd better get out of here, because I've only got 37 health points. And that's the pilot of the mech. She's probably pissed. Let's move forward. But again, with caution. You gotta play this smart. This is always the most exciting point of multiplayer games for me. Especially because I was a big Call of Duty World at War fan. A large part of Call of Duty World at War was realistic. Well, it wasn't realistic, I'm not saying that, but the strategies that you could use were kind of grounded in realism, which was neat. You could use bipods, you could watch corridors just like you would in real life, and the weights that you had for some of these enemies to just start heading to the corridors was an incredibly awesome adrenaline rush.
No one can hide from my sight.
Rainbow Six Siege is perfect for that adrenaline rush, by the way. Nice double kill! Let's keep it up. Honestly, I should start pushing because my teammates, they need some help with the push. I mean, we are getting some decent kills, so we're taking down the enemy whenever they reveal themselves, and that's aiding my teammates in being able to actually go after these guys safely. I'm gonna move up with Widowmaker. Bravo's almost ours. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, out of nowhere these guys come along. Damn, he ended our kill streak. Oh, well, it went on for a good little while. I was hoping that he wasn't dealing enough damage for him to actually kill us before we could get behind cover and heal our mech up. But honestly, I should have went behind the doorway. I had a doorway that I could have used as cover and I didn't use it. Rookie mistake. Let's be a little more careful next time, but we gotta get back to Objective Bravo ASAP. We're currently working on capturing the objective, but we've got a lot of enemies in the area as well, so we could easily lose this thing. Let's not get cocky. In the immortal words of Han Solo, don't get cocky, kid. Let's do this. We got this. Pretty sure we had a Widowmaker up top. A little wary of that. Nice! Did you see how fast we took down that Bastion? Almost instantaneously. That's how squishy we are. Victory! Well, that is a damn miracle. I did not see that coming. We got a pretty badass looking team.
Of the game.
Swinging that hammer around like he's a super mutant.
Epic.
Unreal.
You know what? He deserves that, man. 21% of team damage taken. That's incredible. That's a good medic right there. And that was a good match. I had a lot of fun with that. I'm going to rate that match plus. When will you do some more Rainbow Six Siege? I'm curious when the Desert Storm DLC is going to be released. That's what I was really waiting for, but I'm probably going to do... Well, I don't know. The problem is we got Uncharted. We've got a lot of games coming up. This week, I'm probably going to do Rainbow Six Siege, I would say. I was going to do it last week, but I forgot that last week was, well, basically Star Wars week, or this week, rather. The beginning of this week and last weekend. We had a lot of Star Wars news, a lot of Star Wars updates, and I couldn't miss that. huge Star Wars fan. I'm a big Rainbow Six fan as well, but I mean, come on, Star Wars? Star Wars.
Prepare to attack.
See what kind of team we got? We have Tracer, Jericho. Wow. Oh, well, that's Widowmaker. I read their name. We had a lot of good ones. Reinhardt, healer. Don't know who I would want here. 2 Tracers. That could work. Lúcio is pretty awesome. He's hard to play, but once you master him, once you get him down, he's apparently top tier. Oh, looks like we lost our Lúcio. No, we didn't. Still looks like a solid team. Massive, Ratchet or Clank? Clank. This is such a cool guy. I like Ratchet too, but I would have to say Clank was my favorite in the games. Division or Battlefront? Completely different experiences. I can't even compare them. I gotta say, I don't completely like the grinding of the Division, but it comes with the territory. There's not a whole lot you can do in terms of loot-based games without grinding. You can't really have a loot-based game without grinding. It's just not realistic. It's a hell of a lot better than Destiny, I gotta say that. In terms of grinding, that is. Obviously, one's a third-person shooter, one's a first-person shooter. There's a lot of difference between those two. But I do prefer the Division's grind over Destiny's grind. Not that Destiny's grind is too difficult, but I don't know. That's kind of a difficult. Whoa, 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 whoa! That looks so weird. They look so tiny. Nice! Come on, double kill, double kill. Which way is she coming? She's trying to trick us, man. Oh, she's gone. Nice!
Push off.
Did you see that? Oh, that was great. Just fell off a cliff. Cliff solo! I don't know. I'm not too excited about having to play the same... Oh, God, I thought I killed him. I killed someone else. I'm not excited about having to play the same mission for 10 hours straight. Obviously, I don't have to play it for 10 hours straight, but may as well get it out in 1 or 2 runs. I've played like 3 hours so far, so I got a bunch of hours left. But as a rule of thumb, you need around 10 hours of replay on that mission to get decent gear if you want to play the level 30 Dark Zone or the level 30 update that was just released. And it just kind of seems like a waste. Like, I would rather have some more missions that I could play, or being able to play the entire campaign over again instead of playing an entire campaign's length worth of just one mission. That's kind of crazy. That's the definition of insanity to some people. I mean, the length of the Division campaign is about 10 hours, so having to play one mission from the campaign for 10 hours straight is not ideal. Obviously, there are other ways to do it, but that is the most efficient way to do it, and there's not a whole lot. Oh, crap. Nice. She did not like me. She just dropped a C4 basically on top of my Bastion. Yeah, transforming space jets in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Honestly, I don't know how I feel like Infinite Warfare is going to turn out. I don't know how I feel if it's going to be great, if it's going to be mediocre. I'm a little worried about it. I really did like the ships. I like the ships. I think the ship design is cool. However, another futuristic Call of Duty. We've had a lot of futuristic Call of Duties now. I have a feeling that the new Battlefield is going to be futuristic, which I don't mind, because Battlefield 2142 was pretty sweet. It was a pretty awesome game. And I've wanted a 2143 for quite a while now. But I gotta say that I feel like Call of Duty's sci-fi elements are a little they feel a little generic.
I am capturing the objective. Try and stop.
It works in Black Ops 3, but I don't know how I feel about a legitimate, like, actual sci-fi game, since Black Ops is grounded sci-fi, and Infinite Warfare would be more like sci-fi fantasy. I'll have to wait until it's released to decide, but I'm definitely nervous about it. It's just really difficult to make an awesome, badass sci-fi game that doesn't feel generic, that has some weight to it, that feels gritty enough, doesn't have too much of a polish, it doesn't feel like it's trying to be gritty. It's a difficult balance to strike. It's much easier to do that with World War II than it is science fiction. A lot of people are disappointed that the remake of Modern Warfare is exclusive to Infinite Warfare. That's the only way you can buy it. And it's obvious why Activision did that move. It's completely obvious. They did it because they want a lot of Infinite Warfare copies to be moved. They want a lot of Infinite Warfare copies to be sold. And they may even be slightly concerned about how it's going to perform. So it's a smart move on their part. A hated move, but a smart move. Obviously, it's going to be available for purchase months after Infinite Warfare is released, but it's a timed exclusive. It's not always going to be an exclusive. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I need to heal up a little bit. Overtime! Looks like we're going to win this thing. We're coming close to it anyway.
Best round 1.
Nice. I've heard that Battlefield 5 is supposedly going to be taking place in World War II. And it could. It could. However, we had so many hints in the final Battlefield 4 DLC of 2143. They could have been Easter eggs, but I feel like they're kind of hinting toward us getting... Did I just go under his legs? I went through a hoop, technically! Nice! Bastion is an expert basketball player. The teaser that we saw, obviously all these answers are going to be answered tomorrow, but we saw a teaser today for tomorrow's reveal, and that teaser was basically a soldier in an olive uniform looking up as some massive shadow eclipsed him. That could be a blimp. It could be a bomber. Obviously, if a bomber was at such an altitude where they usually fly during World War II, it would basically be a similar shadow. It would eclipse him, it would be kind of slow moving, it would be a nice slow reveal, and I believe that it was supposed to be in slow motion on top of that, so that's definitely a possibility. But 2143 was not necessarily sci-fi fantasy, it was more science fiction, and I could definitely see an olive drab uniform being used in 2143 because it was kind of like a Cold War experience. That was the whole selling point of 2142. So I'm not sold on it being a World War II experience yet, but I'm not sold on it being 2143 either. Hopefully, well, I misspoke, but you know what I mean. I'm not sold on it being World War II, and I'm not sold on it being 2143. It could go either way. I'm hoping it goes toward the World War II route, of course. Like you guys, like everybody almost on the internet, I'm pretty sure most people are kind of unanimous on this, that they want a return of World War II shooters. We've had sci-fi shooters for so long. It's starting to feel a little generic. The cool thing about World War II is it can't feel generic because it's real. That is history. Of course all the guns are going to look the same. Of course all the uniforms are going to look the same. That's because that stuff actually happened. But if you just make some sharp-looking octagon plates and put some digital camo on it and call it sci-fi, that gets tiring pretty quickly. And it's hard for it to feel as real. That's one of the coolest things about World War II. Okay, it's not cool. War is not cool, but World War II shooters, it's easy to make people feel things. It's easy to make people feel like they're there. The artillery bombarding the beaches, pounding the earth into oblivion, cities on fire. Real steel being destroyed. Tank warfare. Bullets instead of laser beams or future bullets. We're definitely going to get another World War II shooter. It may not be the next Battlefield, and obviously it's not this coming Call of Duty, but we'll get one in the next few years, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be blowing everybody out of the water. Hopefully. Anyway, if it's made by a competent developer like a Call of Duty developer or DICE, it's going to be spectacular. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. How am I even getting out of here alive? Oh, damn you, Tracer. Alright, I gotta focus on the gameplay a little bit.
Let's try that again.
Man, Tracer's badass. I like her gameplay, too. She's so damn fast. World War I don't know if it's going to be World War I. World War I was a lot different than World War II. For one thing, it was trench warfare, and that's difficult to satisfy people's need for instant gratification. People want fast, arena-based gameplay for the most part. That's what the majority of consumers want. So, it's kind of unlikely that it's going to be... My god, Tracer, my god. This is the counter to Bastion. She's an incredible counter to Bastion. I hate it, but I also respect it. Ugh. Okay, let's be cautious of Tracers this time around. Yeah, World War I is about trench warfare. The guns are slow. You can't do fast akimbo reloads. Obviously, your vehicles are going to be extremely limited. Your weapons are going to be limited. There's not a lot of different types of weapons. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, yeah! Yeah! I feel bad for him. I probably really teed him off. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. You got a Widowmaker up here. That's who I'm really worried about. Yeah, there she is again. I gotta reload. Oh, do not peek your head out at me. Do not. Oh, she hit me pretty hard. Oh, she hit me hard again. I don't like that, Sam. I am. Oh. See, that's what happens when you become pig-headed. I got pig-headed. I was like, yo, obviously, I'm gonna come out on top. I'm gonna toss a few of my bullets from my minigun, just continue spitting hot fire eventually. I'm gonna whittle down that tiny little sliver of health she's got. I was wrong, and I should have known that I was wrong. I did know I was wrong. I just didn't want to give up my position. Your overconfidence is your weakness. Even when I'm not playing as Palpatine, I'm still playing as Palpatine. Nice! Good stuff, good stuff. I could have made better use of that ultimate, but whatever. I helped push, and we're sitting pretty right now, so it's all good.
Oh, let's break it. Yeah!
Nice. Oh my god, that is a good Widowmaker. Unfortunately, oh, it's defeat. They look like purple flames. Whenever you're defeated, you got these sweet purple flames that dart across the screen. But we won, so congratulations us.
Of the game.
That organ grinder is sweet as hell. 44% kill participation.
Epic.
I'm gonna go with healing. That was a lot of healing. 9.1 thousand healing done. That's awesome, man. I don't know if his sentry gun is OP necessarily, because you can take down it is powerful though. You can take down a Bastion instantaneously if they're in a sentry. You just need... It's kind of like Pokemon. I guess you could say it's rock, paper, scissors. I'm just gonna say it's rock, paper, scissors. It's kind of like rock, paper, scissors. If they got paper, you don't want to be doing rock. You want to be doing scissors if they got paper. Alright, loot box time. Loot box! Loot box heart! Give me some good, baby. Alright, looks like we got a skin. Is that it? Oh, that's an emote. Well, that's less exciting. Okay. That's our loot box. We have 0 loot boxes left. Let's get back in the game. What is the best thing to you in this game, Massive? Good question, Tactical Tiger. honestly, it's just so damn fun. It's a really good game to just pick up and play for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then sit back down again and come back. Or you can play for hours. It's kind of difficult to stop once you get in the mojo. So usually it's for hours instead of just little bits and bouts of gameplay. But it's nice that a match doesn't take 40 minutes or 50 minutes or something like that. I like long matches in games, but I also really enjoy just fun, casual games. And this is not really casual, so I guess that's misleading. I shouldn't have said that, but I'll rephrase it. It's nice to have a game that's just fun, and that's what it's about. That's what it's for. It's not trying to be edgy. Honestly, it's a little too politically correct sometimes, but whatever. I don't mind it. It's a great game. The art design is awesome. It's fun, and it's cool. I like how varied the heroes are as well. There's a lot of different strategies that you can have available to you in this game, especially if you're playing with friends. If you got mics, it's perfect game for team play.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A lot of times in a game like this, when you have so many different heroes, the heroes start to feel the same. It's like they run out of ideas, but they didn't run out of ideas here. All the heroes are different from each other. Everyone's gonna find a couple heroes that they enjoy, that they're good at, that they're good as playing. Whoa. Obviously, you're gonna be good at playing one character more so than another character, and you've got multiple characters that you're gonna be good with. You're guaranteed. Why is he only using Bastion? Well, James, usually you don't like change. Like, okay, how do I? I'm thinking of a way to brain this out. When you're playing Call of Duty or when you're playing Battlefront or Battlefield 4, you don't like change guns every couple of seconds. You know, if you got a gun that you're good with, you kind of stick with it. The same thing here. You can't choose your weapons. Obviously, you got whatever weapon that comes with your hero, or whatever abilities that come with your hero. But it's good to switch up your character whenever you need something different for your team, whenever you need to fulfill a certain role for your team. Obviously, if we had no support heroes, do we have support heroes? Cool, we do. I would roll as Mercy or something like that, give some health to my team, give some damage output, but the best way to help your team is to be good at whoever you're playing as, and I'm pretty good at Bastion. If I'm feeling it, if I'm in the mojo, I can get like 30, 40 kills every game. In fact, I gotta watch out for this guy. He is an awesome counter to my Bastion. Anyway, yeah, I stick with what I'm good with and whatever the team needs. Like when I'm playing Battlefront, you guys want me to switch guns every 5 seconds. I can't switch guns every 5 seconds. That's not how you play normally.
This is a teleporter. We must locate it.
Live streaming is already like completely different experience playing video games than it is playing when you're just like by yourself. So switching guns or characters every couple seconds that's too much. Can't do that on top of my focus already being split a little bit.
Securing the objective.
Yes! Ah, I knew there was someone behind me. Damn, ended my kill streak. You're doing pretty good. This is a map that's pretty symmetrical. So you're always gonna have enemies coming up behind you. You gotta have complete area awareness. 360-degree awareness. Really. Well, we failed. That's unfortunate. I wasn't focusing as much as I should have been. Still, we had a chance to redeem ourselves. Awesome. I don't know how some of these people get the basketballs with the hoops. Was it? There it is. Maybe they have different weapons than I do. Because bullets just are not, they're not cutting it. Well, you know what? I got kind of close there. Damn. Bounce away. Alright, let's get back in the fight. Oh, it comes out the 7th of May. 7th of May. Alright. That's a pretty decent release date. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be that soon. I haven't seen a lot of advertising for the new Rainbow Six Heroes. That kind of worries me. I mean, why haven't I seen any advertising for it? I haven't seen anything on Twitter, I haven't seen anything on Reddit, I haven't seen anything on my news aggregators, I haven't seen anything on Polygon, IGN. That's really weird. I feel like Ubisoft has kind of been dropping the ball with advertising Rainbow Six. It's a great game, but you hardly ever hear about it. Hell, I'm subscribed to so many different sources that cover Rainbow Six Siege, and I haven't heard about the DLC releasing May 7th. That's insane.
Converge on me.
Promote your product, guys.
Securing the objective.
Objective secured. Good stuff. Oh crap, we got some ranged heroes. I'm gonna fall back a little bit and heal up. Well, actually, I'm full health. Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna wait for some of these guys to come to me. Now, Soldier 76 is trying to take some pot shots off on me. Luckily, he can't deal as much damage as I can, especially at this distance. Oh crap, but his friends can! His friends can! And he had some friends around here. I haven't seen where they've gone, but I don't trust like that, so I'm just gonna fall back for a second or two. Looks like Soldier 76 moved up a little bit.
I've got you.
I don't think I can I shoot through this wood? No, I can't shoot through the wood, that's too bad. Makes complete sense balancing wise, but I got a minigun, man, it would rip that stuff apart in seconds. So far, we're clear. There we are.
No one can hide from
Hostiles inbound.
I've got you in my sights.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. He's using his ultimate ability. Oh, man. Yes! Awesome. My teammate eliminated him, and it still counted as an elimination for me.
They're almost out of time.
Couldn't have wished for that to happen better. I should probably fall back a little bit. That ninja can definitely outplay me. I also saw an enemy just on the outside. There he is. He's being a little sneaky. He's being careful enough where he's not exposing himself to us. Which is exactly what I need. I need them to expose themselves to me so I can get some good shots in. I love this turret. Objective secured. Excellent. Okay, round 3, final round. Let's do this thing. Why you never use your ultimate? That's a good question, Hector. The reason I never use my ultimate stems from issues with my childhood. I'm just kidding. It stems from issues in my childhood playing video games. I've always been the type of person that saves whatever special items or weapons or abilities they have until the last possible second, when I really should be using it as often as possible so I can get used to it, but instead of doing that, I was being careful with it, and I was thinking to myself, no, now is not the time, now is not the time. Wait for it. Wait, and your patience will pay off. But that's obviously not true, that's not always the case. Because I waited until the end of the game, which is not something you want to be doing. I should have that ultimate ready right now. That'd be very useful. Nice! Nice! Still, I know when I'm beaten. If I've got like 30 health left, I'm gonna book it, because I can't last that long. Nice. I'm basically just a big gun battery defending my boys up here. So I do have to watch out for ranged heroes. We need some Palpatine in this game. Palpatine will clean up, man. What I should do is head on behind Reinhardt. Dude, Reinhardt is the guy with that humongous shield, providing most of the defensive capabilities of his team. And this mech is like that mech from District 9 where it can, like, it can catch bullets. It can catch bullets. Alright, tank time. Tank, tank, tank! Yes! Oh, wait, that's bad. Nice! Another kill. Triple kill. Anybody else? Triple kill. Not too shabby. So, we're currently in the lead, but the enemy could definitely catch up to us. So if we don't get cocky, we got a real chance to win this thing. And of course, in true Massive fashion, in true non-Palpatine fashion, I'm gonna do my best not to be overconfident. I'm gonna do my best to win this thing for my teammates. Oh god. Oh, dude, that was a mistake. I got overconfident. I did a Palpatine. I did a major Palpatine. And I just decided to sit there, even though I was taking copious amounts of damage, and it was literally the death of me. 69, 70%, 71%. Cool, we're still controlling objective Bravo. And they still have 24%. So we're almost to 99. But if they get overtime, if we're at 99 points, 99 percentage, and they're still at 24 percentage and they get overtime because they captured it at the last possible second, they could still win. They could still take this victory away from us. And this is a mistake. Should not place my sentry there. Such a bad idea. And that's a bad idea as well. I am not invincible. Anything but. There we go. Overtime. Right on the dot. I got a little overconfident there as well. He was reflecting my shots at him by utilizing Chip Set. You see that? It was basically what Darth Vader does, where Luke Skywalker does. He deflected my blaster bolts with a lightsaber, thereby the blaster bolts that I was firing hitting me, and nice! Still pulled off that victory.
Play of the game.
Tank mode. Tank mode. Yes! That's why I'm always so nervous to use tank mode, because, you know, sometimes it's the right time, like that time, but sometimes it's not the right time.
Epic.
That's more like it.
Gold medals earned. Wow. 5 total gold medals. That's pretty sweet. Oh, May 11th is when the operators come for Rainbow Six Siege. Oh. Well, I hadn't read it myself. A viewer posted a comment.
Traveling to Volskaya.
Happy Revenge of the 5th Day.
Prepare your defenses.
One of the best Star Wars movies right there. I need to watch Revenge of the Sith again. At least the end. I need some Palpatine action. I want to see that Palpatine Yoda fight. I've been waiting a long time for this, my little green friend. Palpatine! I am always tempted when people ask me, what's your favorite Star Wars character? I want to say Palpatine. I'm not going to say Palpatine, but I want to say Palpatine. He is almost my favorite. He is really close to being my favorite. But Ben Kenobi. How can I put Palpatine over Ben Kenobi? Sure, Palpatine's cool. He's having a lot of fun all the time, but Ben Kenobi, I mean, that's the real hero here. Obviously, Palpatine is anything but a hero. He's my favorite villain. I'm gonna say it. He's my favorite Star Wars villain, bar none. But he's not my favorite Star Wars character.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Yardaba, I would suggest checking out the fan edits of the prequels. You might like those. I wasn't the biggest fan of the prequels, but I still enjoyed them. However, the fan edits, they made me love them. And I don't love them in the same way that I love the original trilogy. I still prefer the original trilogy. However,
5, 4,
if you readjust your view and just go into it with an open mind, watching those fan edits,
incoming.
it's really entertaining stuff. It's a lot of fun. And they're great films. They're just not great Star Wars films. And it just goes to show that George Lucas, unfortunately, fundamentally didn't really understand Star Wars. I mean, a lot of the reason why the original trilogy turned out so awesome was actually because... I need to run. Oh, God. Damn, he is accurate with those throwing stars. Anyway, a big reason why the original trilogies were so great was because George Lucas was the creator of Star Wars, sure, but he was kept on a tight leash by everybody around him. And when the prequels were being created, he was surrounded by yes men. For instance, George Lucas originally wanted C-3PO to be a slimy, sleazy car salesman type, and also, like, a frogman alien. Can't remember what he wanted R2-D2 to be, but he had a lot of ideas that weren't very good ideas. Luckily, he didn't have yes men around him. I mean, the original Star Wars was a huge risk. So it makes sense that he did not have yes men around. Oh! I should use my tank. I definitely should use my tank. Oh, that would have been such a sweet tank moment. We got a kill for a kill, so I'm gonna call it a wash. Well, actually, that's literally what a wash is. Well, George Lucas, it's not that he didn't understand what he created, he didn't understand what made Star Wars so special in the first place. He thought Han Solo wasn't likable enough because Han Solo shot Greedo first. Han Solo is supposed to be an anti-hero. When you first meet him, you're like, wow, I don't know about this guy. This is a sketchy guy. This is a sketchy guy over here. I don't know about him. But instead, George was like, no. People have to know that Han Solo, he's a really good guy, and they have to know that by Han Solo just defending himself. Greedo shoots first, and Han Solo defends himself because self-defense is admirable and heroic. That's a lack of understanding of Han Solo as a character. That breaks his whole character apart. So, although we should all be very thankful to George Lucas, ultimately, he did not completely understand Star Wars. As is evidence in the prequels. The prequels are definitely a big teller of how deep George's understanding went of Star Wars. If he would have had the same direction as he did in the prequels, where he was surrounded by yes men and people that didn't question anything that George Lucas did or said, then we would not have gotten the Star Wars that we received. Star Wars would have been completely different. George Lucas also wanted what I think was the third Indiana Jones movie to be in a haunted house. He wanted that movie to be in a haunted house. I mean, George Lucas was heavily involved inside of Indiana Jones 4, and everybody knows what happened with Indiana Jones 4. And then George Lucas also made Red Tails, which was not a great movie. So he's a great idea man, but not so great at executing his ideas. I knew he was behind me. Well, not doing as good as we were last game. That's okay. This team is exceptionally good. I believe B has been taken. Has B been taken? No, I think we just took back B. Yeah, we took B back. Cool. Okay. Let's start concentrating. No, that's correct. There is no campaign in Overwatch. But it doesn't really need a campaign. There's tons of multiplayer games that come out without campaigns. Although this is an interesting universe, so a campaign would be cool and it would be good. It's kind of like Team Fortress, you know? Team Fortress, that would be cool to have a campaign, but it's just not that kind of game. Instead, they deliver a story through awesome animated shorts that are really well produced. Do not like that blocking action he's got going on. Nice. Anybody else around here? They probably moved into cover by now. We have this giant mecha though. Which is now dead, I assume. Yes, it is, because there's the pilot. Nice, the pilot's actually still attacking us, even though she's very low health. Very courageous. Alright, let's try not to die this time around. I was considering using our tank. You know, maybe I should have used my tank. Seems like a pretty good place. We've got 3 minutes and 45 seconds. We need to continue defending this objective if we want to win the game. Nice. Okay, how we doing? Not sure where the enemies are coming from. Oh, okay. That's where they're coming from. The main corridor. It would be smart to watch our... Yep, there we go. 7-player kill streak is finished. We would have been smart to watch our left and right is what I was gonna say. And that's exactly why. They don't need to come through the opening maw. I'm guessing that was possibly a distraction on their part. They sent them the bulk of their players to the opening maw. So we would assume that's where the all-out offense was going to come from. And then they went to the buildings, tricking us. This map reminds me a lot of Halo. Who's back here? Oh god, it's my nemesis. It's my nemesis! I don't like that guy. His sword freaks me out. I feel like he's gonna cut my servos or something. Explode. Oh, damn. I killed myself. That's him utilizing his katana to block our bullets. Yep. It's subtle, but when you see him raise his katana, do not fire. And I should not have fired. I honestly didn't see him raise his katana, I just thought he was going to be tossing some more ninja stars at me. I'm going to switch to Shuntr mode. It's getting a little hot and heavy out here. I do not trust where the enemies are coming from. So, I'm just going to hang back and defend my teammates as much as I possibly can. You know what? Tank mode. Tank mode. Nice! Okay, one is down, and I should not have used tank mode, I can already tell. Yep, we just got one kill from that. Ugh. I mean, we could have wasted it more than we did, but it was still technically a bit of a waste. That's why I hesitate to use my ultimate ability. Sometimes I hesitate until the game is over, and I hadn't used it once. But you can get some pretty badass plays if you're patient. But again, there is such a thing as being too patient. I need that Mercy dead. Oh man. I need these dead as well. Yeah! Alright! You gotta hold fast if you got enemies coming at you when you're in turret mode. You don't always want to run. Sometimes it's better if you just stand your ground. Stand your ground, focus, don't panic, do not freak out. And you can probably take him out. You can probably take him down just fine. Oh man, he regenerated a lot of health. Did he pick up a health pack? I didn't even know that there was a health pack there. If I would have seen that, I would have definitely turned tail and ran. I think he did pick up a health pack, because he had like a sliver of health, which is the only reason I pushed him as hard as I did. Oh crap, B is being contested. Bravo is being captured. Nice. Well, we had overtime and they are wasting it. Looks like that's a victory for our team.
Play of the game.
Minigun, baby. Minigun. I love the minigun. Nice healing. Massive. Has Captain America Civil War come out where you are? Yes, I think it has. I think we have some premieres showing tonight. But I don't know if I'm going to go opening night. I want to, and I've seen basically every single Marvel movie opening night. But kids, man, I don't want any kids to be in my theater. I mean, people are taking 5- and 4-year-olds to Captain America. I understand that they've got Marvel superheroes on literally everything. Everything ever manufactured, everything ever made has a Marvel superhero on it, including stuff for toddlers and 5-year-olds. But don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole and take a 4-year-old who cannot even comprehend the big, loud action that's going on the screen to a big gun show. And especially don't take the Deadpool. That's really why I'm not going. I didn't have a terrible experience with the premiere of Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a great experience. I didn't have a bad experience with Winter Soldier. But, my God, this Parent of the Year took like 4 or 5, 2 people. One was 4, I think. I don't know. Both of them were below 6. They were very, very young. You could hear it in their voices. And they're like, "Daddy, why woman naked? Daddy, why woman breasts? Daddy, why Deadpool cut head bleeding?" And Dad's, "Shut up, you little shit!" No joke, no crap, like no shit. They're actually saying, "Shut up, you little shit!" Like, are you fucking kidding me? Pardon my language, but parents like that make me sick. I don't know why our society has thought that, like, no matter what, all parents are great. All parents are not great. You know how easy it is to have a kid? It's so easy to have a kid. Anybody can have a kid. Not anybody can be a parent. And these parents were, like, the worst. They hit their kids a few times in the theater. My girlfriend got up and told the concierge what was happening. And they didn't care. They walked in, but obviously, when the movie theater people walked in, oh, crap, that ninja's the bane of my existence. Anyway, after the movie theater people walked in, obviously the parents shut up. The parents shut up, they stopped hitting their kids, they stopped yelling at their kids, and the kids shut up as well. The fact that they were goddamn like 5 years old each, it should be illegal to take a 5-year-old to a gun and tits show. Are you serious? There's strippers in that movie. There are breasts. I saw breasts in Deadpool. And it was very uncomfortable. I don't mind breasts. Breasts are great. Why not? But I don't like looking at breasts when I know that 2 5-year-olds are looking at breasts as well. That sounds really strange out of context. But what a piece of crap parent you have to be to bring your kids to Deadpool. That makes me sick. It makes my blood boil just thinking about that. Oh, I get so mad. Oh, I get so mad. That's why I'm not seeing Captain America Civil War. I'm gonna wait like a week to see that movie because I don't want any dumb parents to bring their super, super, super young diaper babies to the movie theater. Okay. I'm gonna calm down now, and I'm gonna focus on playing the game. Rant is over. Oh, common sense is dead. Let's move on from that. Oh, the game hasn't even started yet. Thank goodness. Cool. Also, this is pretty cool. Look at this. That's me. That's me right there. The robot that I'm playing as, and we got a bunch of Soviet soldiers. In Mother Russia, Skynet live, apparently, because they had a war on the machines. I'm sure this has all been explained in the Overwatch cinematics, but I haven't seen all those. I just like the gameplay. I should really check out the cinematics, though, because they are world-class. They are really, really good. Whatever artist Blizzard has hired are top-notch, man. Doesn't get better than that. Every bit as good as Team Fortress's animations, in all honesty. Actually, they're technically better. I'm not talking about more enjoyable. I'm not saying they're more enjoyable, but technically, on a technical level, they are actually a little better. And by technical level, I mean the CG, the graphics. The graphics are better. I don't like this guy. Oh, I don't like that. I do not like that ninja. I am crap at countering that ninja. I can counter anybody except that ninja. Even Tracer. I just can't tell when he's raising his sword. He's good. I'll give him that. He's good. I would like this match to start, though. If the match would start, that would be nice. I'm considering just backing out, coming back in, so we can find a match. You know what? I'm gonna back out and come back in. We were not finding a match. People talking about Zoolander 2 now. I haven't seen Zoolander 2. First one was pretty good, but I've heard bad things about the second one, and the chat room is saying it's terrible. Probably not going to see that in theaters. Redbox it. Definitely redbox it. Someone in the chat room, Mass Effect member, went to see Zoolander 2, and there were 2 babies not even able to walk. Wow, and 3 7-year-olds in front. I want to have faith, humanity. I want to have faith, but you're just not giving me anything. You're just not giving me anything to have faith in. I want to have faith, but whenever I turn around, we've got a bunch of dumb people. We've got so many dumb people. It's not even that difficult to not be dumb. All you have to do is just try. And these people are having kids. These people are having kids and taking their kids to Deadpool. Taking their kids to Zoolander 2, which, may I add, is not even a great movie. And they're taking their kids to see Zoolander 2. My God. Humanity, give me something. Give me anything. I'm grasping at straws here. Thank you for that healing. I appreciate it. I'm gonna say hello. Hello. Wow, Bastion's hands are actually really ornate. Can't believe that. You'd think they'd just be big old metal clamps, but they're not big old metal clamps. What's your favorite game this year, Massive? I'm gonna say it's Mass Effect Andromeda. Hasn't come out yet, it may not even come out this year, but I'm such a big Mass Effect fan.
I remember that.
Huge Mass Effect fan. Also, that armor is the most badass armor I have seen. I love Pharah's armor, man. Stop moving, I wanna show off how cool your armor is. Looks like a Zoid. Looks like if you took a Zoid apart and made it into an armor for a human being. 3, 2, 1. Oh, fun. Fun times. Anybody else down here? So far, we're clear. I'm gonna maintain position and defend as much as humanly possible. Okay, I should probably move up. Well, you know what? Enemies are pushing us back, so I'm gonna stay here. It's tough to know where your team's gonna need you. Alright, I'm gonna move up. My team needs me. Enemies aren't that far back. This should be a good place. I hope. Got a lot of different angles. Nice! Come on, show yourself. Yeah! Nice! Double kill! Now that's more like it. Keep pressing forward. I gotta be careful how far forward I press, because eventually it's gonna get too dangerous for me. I am a stationary turret, and if they just get a few shots off on me, I'm pretty much dead. So I'm definitely gonna be playing this safe. But not too safe. It's all about protecting your team members and helping your team members out. Not just in this game, but really in any game. Or every game. Every game that has multiplayer, it's about your teammates, man. It's not just about you. Yes!
Has reached the checkpoint.
I felt like he was about to use his ultimate too. Which makes me feel very lucky that I'm alive.
My ultimate is charging.
Anybody back here? No? No? Okay. Let's check inside of the building. I just want to make sure I cover all my bases, you know? I don't want to be surprised by anybody.
Someone help me move this thing.
Oh, crap, my teammates need some help. Well, you know what? I actually should not have moved, because I should have taken that guy down easy. Alright, I need to fall back. I got overconfident. Your overconfidence is your weakness! I should have gotten out of there. I was so low on health. Oh, damn, someone else on my team switched to Bastion. You know what? It should be okay. I always get nervous when we have more than one hero on our team, but hopefully it's fine. Hopefully it's fine. I don't want our team to be unbalanced. That's what I'm worried about. Damn, Tracer is fast, man. I am definitely not the right person for that Tracer. Did she get 2 Bastions? She may have killed our second Bastion as well. We're kind of dropping the ball here. They're moving the payload back to our base. We don't want the payload to move back to our base. It's a fine payload. It's not that we don't want the payload. It's just we'd rather have the payload at the enemy base because we want to blow them up. It's exactly what we want to do. Oh my god, that was a good shot. Again, I actually saw that coming. That was my overconfidence game because I thought I was going to be able to kill him before he killed us. We weren't able to kill him before he killed us. He got a headshot on us. Let's find a proper vantage point for our turret. We're trying a bunch of different strategies and they're not working, so let's just accept that and move on and be progressive. Being progressive is important. You don't want to get stale. You don't want to get stagnant. It's a little difficult right now, but we can definitely turn this around. We just need to focus and do our best. We are losing time, and that is bad. I'll admit that. That's very bad that we're losing time. We've only got 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. And we gotta take the payload to their base in the time that we have left. Which, again, is gonna be no easy feat. I should back up. I should definitely back up. We got somebody coming to the window. Or not. Oh my god! Yes! Well, I'm not gonna tempt fate. I'm gonna heal. Oh, Ninja Man came up behind me. I freaked out a little bit, just a little bit. But I kept my cool and we took him out. Nice and easy. Sweet. Anybody else around here? No. Okay, well. Let's proceed. Looks like that church is not open-ended, which is definitely in our favor. I was hoping it wouldn't be. Crap, I'm taking a little too much damage. The more damage I take, the less effective I am, obviously. I want to kind of keep myself open to any possibilities. I want to keep myself adaptable. If you're not malleable, if you're not adaptable, if you basically don't play like water, you're not going to be able to adapt to the situations that your teammates are going to open up for you. See, when you're a defensive hero, you're at the mercy of whatever your teammates do on the battlefield. So that means that you want to be smart. You want to be a genius about how you deal with situations like this. See, they're starting to overwhelm us now, but we're keeping it cool. Go back into sentry mode, take this guy down in the distance. And we just basically want to keep it open for our tanks and our pushers. Nice. It's not all about those kills. We're getting a decent amount of kills, but those kills aren't going to count for squat. Unless our teammates push that objective. So we don't just want to focus on kills. In fact, we may want to switch from Bastion or just switch from sentry configuration and start being more mobile. bad, that's bad. Yep, we're dead. I don't know, they're back at the payload. The only problem is we've got 1 minute left. If we had more time, if we had 3 minutes, this would be a shoo-in. But that is obvious. That goes without saying. What we need right now is speed. We're very close to the next checkpoint. But less than 1 minute? I don't feel good about that. You want to feel good about whatever situation you find yourself in. So I'm going to move up and utilize tank mode, hopefully to great effect. We'll see. I don't know where they are, which is the main issue here. Oh, damn. Well, Reaper actually used his ultimate and took care of a lot of them, so I kind of wasted my ultimate there. But that's okay. The only thing that mattered was bringing our teammate to the next checkpoint, and that's what we did. We brought all of our teammates to the next checkpoint. Payload is now moving forward, but we have 2 minutes to finish this game. So we have lost a lot of time, and we are still feeling the brunt of our failure. Our initial failure at the beginning of the game. Massive! What makes this game different than any other FPS? What makes Call of Duty different than any other FPS? Or Battlefield 4, or Medal of Honor, or...
all work together.
Obviously, I'm also referencing every other Call of Duty and every other Battlefield, or Team Fortress, or that one free-to-play shooter, which is actually really good. What is it called? Blacklight Retribution. What makes it different from Resistance multiplayer? It's a shooter. It's a first-person shooter. You're only gonna get first-person shooters to be so different, because it's a kind of return in terms of innovation or whatever like that. But that's just the genre. That's the genre in gaming as a whole. The reason this game is fun is because of its awesome gameplay, similar to other good FPSs. That's where the strengths lie, is its awesome gameplay and its unique variety of heroes. You got a ton of heroes in this game, so many heroes, and that's what's going to open you up to all kinds of different strategies. You can play this game solo if you want, you can do just fine. I play it solo, I do just fine, but it's also geared toward teamplay. If you want to be a team player, if you want to get on mic and talk to people, you're encouraged to do so. In fact, that's where the real meat of any FPS comes into play, especially Overwatch, because of how unique the heroes are. You've got some really intricate strategies you can take into play when going against enemy heroes or just going against an entire enemy team of a variety of heroes. And depending on what your friends are using, you can bring that to your team's advantage and run with 2 other people by your side. Formation of 3, or just a formation of 2, you know? Co-op. One hero being you, one hero being your friend. But yeah, this is an awesome first-person shooter. It's a great shooter. It's a lot of fun, which is honestly the most important thing. That's what I look for in a shooter like this, is how much fun do I have playing it? I don't really care if it's looking super realistic or if it's super gory. I care if I'm gonna have fun playing it.
Play of the game.
Damn, that was good stuff. 13,000 damage done. You know, I'm gonna vote for Tracer instead. 46% kill participation is awesome. You know, I might play as Tracer a little bit. The reason I play as Bastion so much is because I like him. He's a good hero. Whichever hero is your favorite is probably going to be the one that you play the most. I also like Tracer, I like Reaper, I like Pharah. I like most of the heroes in the game. But I'm best with Bastion, because there's always going to be someone that you're best at. However, I will switch to Tracer at some point. I haven't got as much practice as I need with Tracer. I've been playing Overwatch a decent amount, but not enough where I'm proficient with like 10 plus heroes or anything like that. I like that you don't actually dent the gold with your bullets. It's cool. Makes the gold feel more premium and heavy. Like some of those gold bars. Really like some of those gold bars. How do they trust all these mercenaries just walking around in here? Like this guy, how do you... I'm not profiling. I'm not profiling. But how do you trust this guy around your gold? I don't trust that guy around my gold. His hair's on fire. He's grinning like the Joker. It's suspicious. It's very suspicious. But, some heroes you're going to be naturally awesome with, you're going to be naturally good with, and sometimes you're lucky and you're naturally good with everything, but if I'm streaming, I can usually, like, demo everything the game has to offer and, like, change heroes every game, and maybe even more than every game, or something like Battlefront, I can change weapons every other death, but I'm not going to be on top of my level, you know, I'm not going to be at the top of my play level if I'm doing that. I can either do one or the other most of the time. Sometimes I'm lucky, sometimes I'm feeling it, I'm in the mojo, so to speak, and I can switch guns every other death or switch heroes a lot without it impacting my performance too much, but that's not really a normal way to play. And I've already got some of my focus that would normally be put toward the game split between commentary and checking the chat room and checking the lag and stuff like that, and playing the game, so can't do all those things at once. Although last Overwatch stream was all about that. We played as every single hero in the game, and it was awesome. Sometimes we didn't do so hot. There's some heroes that I just flat out do not, like, mesh well with, but other than that, I did have a blast, and we did pretty fair. What hero do you recommend for medium-range combat? Honestly, there's a lot of heroes that are good with medium-range combat. The ninja. I think his name's Genji.
Stop the payload.
He is a very popular choice for mid-range combat. But he can also still work with long-range combat, which is very impressive. And he's an awesome character all around. But the cool thing is, no matter who you pick, they're not going to be underpowered or anything like that. Because the game, for the most part, is pretty balanced. And of course, Blizzard is working on balancing it as much as they possibly can. They're very quick with patches and stuff like that. And it's still in the beta, so it's not even released yet. Oh, smart. That's the ninja I was talking about, by the way. You know what, since we're back at the base, I'm going to switch to Tracer for a little bit. If we do not have a Tracer, which we don't, here we go. She's a cool character. She's really fast. She's got a main ability, and that is called blinking. Yeah, blinking. And that allows her to teleport forward in any direction. She can go back if she wants, but you can only do it 3 times in quick succession. I like to keep at least 1 blink charged at any time, and you also have the ability to take Tracer herself, but not her surroundings, back in time. Not only to a previous place in time, but also to whatever amount of health she had at that point in time. Which is something else that's very useful that she's got. She's got an ultimate ability, which is basically toss and C4. What else does she have? That's pretty much it. Her pistols are pretty cool. They're burst fire, very fast stuff.
My rip tire is charging.
Weird, but I'm not seeing any hostiles anywhere. Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, Jack is down. I'm gonna try to take down Mercy. Ah! Tracer's a little squishier than Bastion. You're gonna be finding that your health bar is depleting a little faster because she's more mobile. And what I should have done is I should have been watching her health bar, and I should have used my ability to go back in time. So far, doing a decent job at stopping the payload. It's currently stopped, we just have to keep defending it. And she can't blink into the air. She just, like, is grounded constantly, always grounded. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna go back in time when I have full health. Not bad. And we got another kill. Sweets. Alright, that's how you want to do it. That's a little closer to how it should be done. Nice. She is a lot of fun, as you can see.
Raising the volume.
Wait, how we doing? How we doing? We good? We good? Kinda good. Not completely though. Not completely though. Oh, back in time. Back in time. Come on, Bob. One kill, but a kill is a kill. Ironically, I was killed by the ninja again. I'm not playing as Bastion, but Genji is still like the bane of my existence. Yo, Massive, are you happy about Captain America Civil War? I'm happy that it's getting good reviews. I'm very happy about that, because Winter Soldier was like a highlight of Marvel for me. It was a great movie. It was one of the best movies, in my opinion. And it looks like Captain America is shaping up to, or Civil War is shaping up to be following in Winter Soldier's footsteps. I also think that Civil War is going to help to open up a lot of people's eyes to Marvel that wouldn't necessarily watch a Marvel movie, similar to how Winter Soldier opened up a lot of people's eyes that normally wouldn't watch a Marvel movie. I mean, this wasn't just about silly tights, about superpowers, about flinging big buildings around or whatever. It was more than that. It was espionage, politics, and it was dealing with very heavy subjects like freedom. I like that. I respected that. I'm glad that they went that route instead of just going a safe route like, I don't know, the first Avengers movie or whatever. And it looks like that's what they're doing with Civil War, and that's really cool.
Much better.
I feel like Marvel needs a lot of movies like Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Winter Soldier. Hopefully Black Panther and Doctor Strange are just as good. Big mistake, big mistake, big mistake. For some reason I assumed that my ultimate was charged, even though it wasn't. Still, early victory!
Play of the game.
I've got you in my sights. Sweet.
Oh, damn! I was expecting that little twist at the end. That was good. Who was that? Was that our guy? Was that our boy? I'm gonna vote for our boy over there. So, his ultimate? Nice. He got epic commendations. Anyway, his ultimate ability basically allows him to auto-target. It's auto-aim. It's auto-aim. It's, yeah, very effective. As any cheater would tell you. But it's a very fun ultimate ability. It's really cool. It's awesome to use. Very satisfying as well. Hey, loot box! Loot box! Loot box! Give us something good. What's it gonna be? Please, skin, 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 skin. Yeah! I like that skin. Alright, I'm gonna equip that skin. I'm not very good at Lúcio, so I'm probably not gonna see that skin a lot, but it's still cool. And a beautiful, delicious looking pile of currency. That currency is premium looking.
Now entering King's Row.
King's Row, huh? Well, the city in the background reminds me of Neon City. I don't know if you guys played a lot of Twisted Metal 4. I played a crap ton of Twisted Metal 4. Twisted Metal 3, even Twisted Metal 2. Didn't really play Twisted Metal 1 a whole lot. And I haven't played the recent ones. I didn't like the one on the PS3. But Twisted Metal 4, that was my jam. That's my favorite Twisted Metal. And Neon City was the second level, I want to say. And the boss was Moonbuggy, who could shoot down lightning. I spent so much time in that game. I like that all the environments were so weird, and there were so many secrets. I miss that in games. But honestly, you can't go back to that. You can't go back to having cool little secrets, like if you shoot that wall, it collapses or whatever, because graphics have evolved to a point where it would look weird, and also the internet would, I'm not going to say ruin it, but hey, Hearthstone! That's a cool little Easter egg. Internet would ruin it, because the special thing was, way back in the day, it was hard to find that information. Most people didn't think about it. Most people didn't think, oh, Google it. You just have to go around hugging the wall, shooting every inch of the wall, and seeing if some polygons would fall out of place. And then every level had their own boss. Like Neon said, he had Moon Buggy, you had Calypso as another boss. I think that was on the oil rig, and he shot nukes. He shot nukes! And then you had Crusher, which was basically front loader, I want to say, and he would smash you, would crush you. And that was the boss in the first level. Somebody said, this game looks awesome. Hey, man, it's free to try right now, so give it a shot if you like what it looks like. And for those of you that aren't sure about Overwatch, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't, like, look at the graphics and think, oh, it's baby game. Just because something doesn't have blood and gore in it doesn't mean it's bad, and just because something, well, I messed up my quote. I was going to say, just because something has blood and gore doesn't mean it's good, and just because something doesn't mean it's bad. You don't need a game to be uber realistic looking and have a lot of blood and gore to make it cool. And now this is kind of a touchy subject because a lot of people said scientifically you need to see a lot of blood, guts, and gore and have a lot of curse words if you want to remain a man. Otherwise, you will like devolve into a pile of goo. But that's actually been disproven, so you can play whatever game you want and you will still be a man. You will not like turn into a pile of goo or a cob of corn. You're gonna be just fine. You could play a Nintendo game without people going, that doesn't have blood in it. Whatever. It's, yeah, if a game looks fun to do, try it. Got bear trapped.
The payload is in my charge.
Think we got any Canadian operators around? I feel like we do. I like how these old-fashioned English cars have hover wheels. That's crazy. Logic does not exist here. So, beginning of this game is not doing so hot for Bastion, but I'm not too worried. You see, in the vein of Mario Kart, I'm looking to bring all this back and turn all this around by mid-game. Watch me. It will come. Well, now that I've said it will come, maybe it won't come. I don't know. Oh, through a wall! Okay, that's cool. So it did it through a wall, but it didn't award. Damn it, I'm still dead anyway. I gotta focus. It's kind of like Mario Kart, though, with all the different heroes that you have. You totally can turn them around at the end of the game. Even if the first portion of the game was not so hot.
Let's get patched up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's Bilbo Baggins! Wielding double shotguns and looking like he's gonna shoot up a school. Seriously, I do not know how Reaper got past the designing board. I don't know how they got him past the designing board. How did they put him in the game? He's wearing a trench coat. He's wielding two different weapons. Well, this is the same weapon, but he's wielding two guns in each hand. Akimbo style. And he's wearing a skull on his face. He totally looks like he's gonna shoot up his school, and it's kind of weird. I'm shocked that they allowed him through. I think he looks pretty cool when he's got different armor on. Or if you just make the armor white so it matches the skull. I like that too. But it's kind of surprising to me.
Justice reigns from above.
This is a cozy little bar.
Join me.
Damn. Wish they were serving drinks. Instead, we got a little bout of urban warfare going on.
Winston report.
Oh, how am I still alive? Oh, how am I still alive? Oh, I'm not still alive, okay. Someone was talking about Supernatural. Is that still going on? Someone said, is the latest Supernatural season worth watching? I'm not sure if he's talking about like the latest season, like the most recent one, even though it's still not on air. Or are you saying that it is still on air? That's got to be like the longest running TV show if it's still on air. That would blow my mind. I've actually never seen an episode of Supernatural. For the longest time, I didn't even know what it was about. I just recently learned that it was about superheroes, and it blew my mind. I was like, what? I thought it was about, yes, I know that Superman was, I knew he grew up in Smallville, but I still didn't connect the dots. I thought it was called Smallville because it was like a soap opera about, like, small town life. Which, I guess it is, but with superheroes. In any case. I was not expecting it. It shocked me. It surprised me. How's the team doing? Who we got? Looks like we've got all bases covered. Usually we're missing someone. Support, a tank, a builder. We are not missing anybody. We're 100% whole and complete, which is a rare sight. I'm still enjoying it though.
Justice reigns from above.
I should probably switch from Bastion actually. He's an awesome character and he's my favorite, and I'm usually best with Bastion. However, it looks like there's a lot of heroes on the enemy team that's good at countering Bastion. Reaper is awesome at it. He's got really good weapons. Perfect spread on his guns. And we got Genji on the enemy team.
Widowmaker.
Question is, who would I switch to? I don't think we have a Tracer. Tracer would probably be a pretty good choice. If you're careful, you can use any hero in any circumstance, however. So, you know what? Maybe I'll just stick with Bastion and be a little more careful than we were being. Nice! Canceled his ultimate. Okay, I'm feeling it. Back in action. I'm not gonna switch from Bastion. Everybody's like, oh no, Massive, please. Show us another character. I love Bastion, I love my robots, and I'm gonna continue the Robopocalypse. Robopocalypse incoming. You just gotta keep it fresh.
No one can hide.
And you can still keep it fresh, even playing as the same character. You just gotta open up your mind. Look at everything through different eyes. That's really the most important thing to do. Widowmaker's almost out.
Oh, let's break it! Damn!
I'm gonna set up camp right here. This should be good. This was anything but good, however. I'm checking if Supernatural's actually still going. I think it is. I think it is still going. Wow. And there's an anime? There's an anime season? What? One season of anime Supernatural. Wait. Okay, so everybody knows Seinfeld, right? Is that like saying if they decided to do an entire season of Seinfeld in anime? Is that what this is? Like, it's just the regular old Supernatural show, except they decided to do an entire season in anime instead of with actors. Is that what happened here? Or is it different than that? Is it... Oh, God. Oh, damn you. Nice! Ha 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 ha! Savage! Victory! Didn't see that coming. Or is it that they made an anime Supernatural and it only lasted one season? Because I can't figure out which one it is.
Play of the game.
Damn, that outfit is cool.
Justice reigns.
Supporting healers all the way.
Epic.
Nice. Nice. 32% of team damage taken. And by viewer request, I'm going to be playing as Genji next round, or at least playing as him for a little bit. I liked him in the last beta. I don't know what that last beta was called. The closed beta, I guess. I liked him in the closed beta. I don't think I've played as him since. Yeah, I don't remember ever playing as him in the open beta, which has only been out for like 3 days now. I pre-ordered the game, so I've been playing it before it was actually open up to the, like, general populace. Oh, there he is, Genji. I like the music in this game too, it's just so different. And that's not to say that I don't like traditional, like, Inception, awesome, badass action music. I like that too, but this is just Sega. I don't know how to say it other than it sounds like Sega. It sounds like a game that would be on the Dreamcast, which is definitely a compliment. Because music isn't something that gets better over the years, obviously. It's not like technology. Yeah, a lot of games on the Sega Dreamcast had some pretty awesome tunes, and this game has some pretty awesome tunes as well. It's not generic tunes. It's not the same tunes we've been hearing in almost any video game that has come out within this year or the last 10 years. And don't misquote me by, like, I'm not saying it's the most unique soundtrack I've ever heard. It's just cool, is what I'm saying. You know what, don't quote me at all. Never quote me, ever. Try the ice scroll. Oh, my girlfriend is awesome at the ice scroll. I am not too awesome at the ice scroll. She's a little difficult to play. She's kind of a technical hero. But she's awesome, like any hero in the game. She has an ability that allows her to encase herself in ice and heal. She also fires icicles, which, what awful way to die can you think of? I can think of dying by icicles being shot in my skull. That's how I can think of dying in an awful manner. Throwing stars would suck too. I think I'd much rather be killed by bullets or explosions though. Explosion 1 and boom, you're done. You're done, you're dead. Relatively painless. Not very pretty, no, but relatively painless. Oh my god, imagine being shot in the head with an icicle, a big, thick, pointy icicle, and it just feels like the world's worst brain freeze, and also you're dying.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
This bus looks comfy.
Green across the
Damn,
board.
that looks comfy
And
as
ready
hell.
for action.
Kind of an expensive screen
Empty your mind.
for all the lines and distortion it has. Okay, we've got 11:10, 9 seconds until the game starts. Let me go ahead and look over his moves real quick. He can deflect with E, he can do swift strike, which is rapidly dashing forward, and he can also climb on walls and jump around. Can't climb on all walls. Ho ho ho, yeah! I like that. I like that. Wow, who killed me? Oh my god, icicle to the brain. Icicle to the brain! That was a good shot. That was a it was a lucky shot, but it was good. Okay, let's get back out there. Just so fast at that. Very proficient. It'd be funny if, like, once every 2,000 throws, he messes it up a little bit and flubs it. It's kind of embarrassing. Like, nice! Tracer! Tracer, Tracer, Tracer. I hope she starts shooting at me because I feel like I've got the perfect counter. I need to learn to use E properly. Because E is where the majority of my deaths come from as Bastion. When he blocks and deflects my bullets back at me. So I need to become an expert of deflecting bullets like that. It's paramount that I become proficient in that.
I am ready.
And I wasted it. Oh, I wasted it.
Rocket barrage incoming.
Still, we got a kill anyway. I have absolutely no idea how to use his ultimate ability effectively. My ultimate is... How do I put this? It's basically a really awesome sword. You know, maybe I just need to wait until I'm around people, because... Unsheath the deadly melee weapon, yeah. It's basically an ultimate melee attack, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if, yeah. It's difficult to use. That's how I feel about it. It's difficult to use, and I am awful with ultimates where you need the right timing. I'm awful with that. Some ultimates are easy to use and others, like Bastion's tank. Whatever, it's a tank. You move around, you're kind of hard to hit because you're tiny, you're compact, and you got an AoE. That's easy enough. But this takes some skill. And I'm gonna need to practice that a little bit. I guess that probably sounded pretty funny. This takes skill. Seriously though, it does. And I actually respect that. I like that. Oh my god. Oh, that's bad. Oh, well, I'm dead. I'm dead many times over. She shot icicles into me. Froze me. Literally, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. She turned me into ice and then icicled my brain. Which is probably the consistency of a slushie at that point.
Helden sterben nicht.
Well, what are people talking about? I miss the old massive, not the best in terms of health. Ice cream is for any time? What? I don't understand what's happening in the chat room right now. I do not follow. A lot has changed since I was last in battle. These sentences, I recognize none of them. I feel so lost not being a ranged hero. So lost. Whoa, whoa! Maybe I am a ranged hero. Holy crap! Wow, wow! You kidding me? You kidding me right now? Okay, maybe I'm looking at this whole limited range thing with get. Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, thank you for that. I'm gonna go get revenge. Revenge! Oh my god, I messed up revenge. I didn't realize that he healed up completely. I thought he was still low health. He must have grabbed a health back. Now people are talking about black raspberry tea. You know, I would like to be a fan of tea. And I'm a fan of my own tea, which technically isn't a tea because it's mostly lemon, a little bit of honey, some red pepper flakes, some chili powder, what else? Apple cider vinegar, and other stuff that I can't think of. But whenever I drink tea out of a bag, it gives my throat this weird feeling that it does not like. It does not like this weird feeling. It feels like it's coated, and it makes my throat so uncomfortable. Which is ironic because it's supposed to soothe your throat. And constantly when I'm sick, I'm getting suggestions like, yo, man, have some tea. But it, like, does anything but soothe my throat. I don't know why. It's weird. I understand that. I know that it's weird, but it's what happens. Oh my god, thank you for that. Thank you! Oh, get out of here. I gotta run. Nice. Get icicle woman, awesome! And this guy. Oh, that's a mistake, that's a mistake. I'm gonna keep backing out and hopefully... Okay, I don't have any teammates here. I was hoping I had some teammates here. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I can't go toe-to-toe with him. Not on his grounds, anyway. And I was fighting on his grounds. Oh, wow, his damage is also increased. It was a bad play all around. I've noticed most of my deaths in this game come from the fact that I'm not playing the characters the way they're meant to be played. Because you've got specialists, obviously. All these heroes have a specialized role that they're supposed to be fulfilling, and if you don't play them the way that they're intended, then it's kind of like putting a square peg in a round hole. You can get it in there, but you're gonna lose a lot of wood in the process. Roadhog. Roadhog, damn you! Damn you! I will unleash the wrath of 1,000 swords upon you, Roadhog, good sir. It's my samurai impression. Do you like it? Does that sound Japanese? Oh, I don't know how to samurai. I don't even know how to parkour. I'm not only a parkour, but I'm a parkour samurai. Ultimate's almost ready, so I guess that's a bit of a saving grace. At least the payload has been stopped. We have stopped the payload. We've done that much. And my health is really low, so I'm sure that Roadhog is currently on his way. Is he on his way? He's not on his way. He could be, though. Well, once again, I'm very, very low health, so let's just back off. Let's find a health pack. Oh, thank goodness. Wow, I narrowly avoided Hanzo's ultimate, which were those dragons you saw spinning in the air. DNA style. Speaking of DNA, Jurassic Park. I can't believe we're getting another one. The first one was, Jurassic World was great. I had kind of mixed feelings coming out of the theater because I enjoyed it a lot, but, wasted my ultimate. Oh, nice! I wasted it so hard. I did such an awful job that the game didn't even count it as my ultimate being used. Thank you, game. That was very kind of you. A little condescending, but it works in my favor, so I'm just gonna swallow my pride and accept it.
Heroes never die.
Thank you. Anyway, I've seen Jurassic World a few more times, and it's a lot of fun. It's not meant to be like Jurassic Park. And honestly, it's the best Jurassic Park film that we've gotten since the first Jurassic Park, because Jurassic Park 2 and Jurassic Park 3, they were not exactly stellar films. They're not going to be in their Criterion collection anytime soon, that's for sure.
60 seconds.
Oh, run, run, run. Oh, nice. Can't even believe I lived through that. Yes! My God, it takes a long time to kill that guy. Well, didn't get as many kills as I wanted, but at least we're still alive. Oh, and thank you. I just realized that someone was healing me up. That was awesome of them. They didn't have to do that, but they did it anyway. Well, technically they did, because that's their role, but still. It's not often you find a good medic. 5 seconds left. Here we go. Woo! Oh my God, overtime. Ah! 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 Yes! Yes! That doesn't count. That death doesn't count. Victory! Woo! Don't know how I pulled that one off, but we did.
I've got you in my sights.
Always appreciate those medics. Always. They deserve it more than most. Well, I'm gonna leave a plus and leave the game. Well, this has been fun. I'm gonna get something to eat, and yeah, it's time for, well, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna get something to eat yet because it's time for shoutouts. Thank you guys for joining me for this stream of Overwatch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a great game, and it's an open beta right now, so if you want to play, it's free. Play it now. Play it now while it's free. That way, if you don't like it, you don't lose any money. Because like any game, it's not for everybody, but if it is for you, now is the time to find out. Regardless, we stream just about every day, so if this is your first live stream, and the shoutout timer is now ready. If this is your first live stream with us, subscribe and join the massive family, because we do this pretty much every day. We just celebrated May the 4th yesterday, Star Wars celebration, and yeah, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. But big news. If you guys weren't in the beginning of this live stream, I have Uncharted 4 right now, and I'm about to grab some dinner and play Uncharted 4. So, wish me luck. It's going to be an experience, and I can't wait. And that also means that we're going to be streaming Uncharted 4 on the 9th, a day before it releases. Thank you very much, Sony, for supplying a copy. Thank you, Sony. And let's commence the shoutouts. Shout out to Scott Chicken, shout out to Baked Out Buddy, shout out to Brothers-in-Law, shout out to Emmett McCalls, shout out to Brett Meyer, shout out to Spencer VDB, shout out to CM436821, shout out to Dally, I thought it was Dally Poop, but it's Dally-Oop Fizzlesticks, shout out to Dally-Oop Fizzlesticks, shout out to Asriel Dremmer, shout out to Yanni Venho, shout out to Psycho Pugs, shout out to Pharah, Shout out to Fenry Rodriguez. Shout out to No Name. Shout out to Holly Tibet. Shout out to Ever Troches. Shout out to Hockey Hypes 345. Shout out to Hector Forrester. Shout out to Gwen Lear. Shout out to Hockey Hypes. Jeff Offa. Shout out to Dead Man Walking. Shout out to Shore Stormtrooper. Shout out to Riley Farnworth. Shout out to Balix. Shout out to Harry Dude. Shout out to Wartooth. Shout out to Junior Thomas. Shout out to Alloy Snake. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Mr. Marvel. And shout out to Mrs. Marvel, who hopefully we got a movie for soon. Shout out to Maddie Mania 7. Shout out to Hunter. Shout out to Jimmy Frag. Shout out to Noah. Shout out to Sean Alberson. Shout out to Brad Mayer. Shout out to Laxbro 5473. Shout out to Marzipan. Shout out to Gwen. Shout out to Wolfie21, Junior Thomas, Steel Commando. Shout out to Fade Hazard. Shout out to, who else we got? Unknown. Shout out to Kai Hickey. Shout out to Bite-Sized Davis, Bacardio 811, Ernesto Serrano. Shout out to Roland Wagner. Shout out to Buttons 666W. Shout out to Unanimous. Massive support, Simon Kirk Peterson. Let's see, we got most people. Wait, shout out to Macaulay Lewis and brothers-in-law, and that is the 2-minute timer. 18, baby! Once again, Massive Family, much love. Thank you for joining me for this Overwatch live stream. Until next time, game massively. Seriously, guys, much love. I'm gonna go play Uncharted. I can't wait till I get streamer because it looks so sweet. It looks so nice, seriously. I don't even know how they're able to make it look this good. Take care, guys.